right here on NDTV Profit this morning. Sources tell us that the Department of Telecom may re-look at its spectrum rules. In fact, Aishwarya joining us for more details.
Right, Tamanna. Last 2 days we've been talking about 6 gigahertz quite often, but the difference between the two, of course, before I give the details, I want to set the context, is that the earlier story that we have done on 6 gigahertz was related to be open to public or de-licensed for the public. And this story that we're following today is related to the commercial band or the high power, high frequency band that telecom companies use. So what we're learning from our sources is that the Department of Telecommunications is going to start charging telecom companies a tariff on these high frequency bands. Now, DoT is in talks with TRAI, who will be responsible to decide on a reserve price for these high frequency bands. Now, when I refer to high frequency bands, what do they mean? They range anywhere from 6 gigahertz all the way up to 21 gigahertz. So these are high frequency bands from tower to tower. These spectrum work for these telecom companies. Now, TRAI will also be setting the terms of assignment. What does term of assignment mean? Term of assignments essentially are the terms and conditions under which these radio frequency spectrums are granted to telecom companies. Now, how long will it take for them to decide the terms of assignment? About 2 to 3 months is what we're learning from our sources. TRAI will also be consulting the telcos such as Bharti Airtel, Jio, Vodafone Idea, to get their views on what they think of their consultation paper. And then probably their views will be incorporated in the terms as well, is what we're learning. Now, currently, as of today, telcos have been using these frequency bands for a very long time, but there was almost no or nominal charges that were being charged to these telcos. And they only paid the spectrum usage charges so far. Usually, spectrums are assigned for a price via auction on which spectrum usage charges are levied. So all in all, more likely to impact telcos on the overall costs of their operation that will increase. But this is only to do with their internal or their commercial purposes. It has nothing to do with the end consumer. So if we talk about the gigahertz in terms of gigahertz in specifics, 6 gigahertz, 7 gigahertz, 13 gigahertz, 15 gigahertz, and 21 gigahertz. So these are the basic ones that they've been using so far for their wireless communication, and they're called micro radio waves in their terms, in telecommunication jargon. So that's overall the highlight of this particular news piece, and we'll await and see what happens through the consultation paper and what views the telcos are putting through for this particular piece of DoT and TRAI's decision on charging them on the base price of these high frequency bands.
Thank you for that, Aishwarya.